what I will say about this particular deck list is I was recently playing a match on my stream, and I got just absolutely destroyed by a deck list featuring Medomai the Ageless and Lazav Weaver of Faces, and I said, you know what? What happens when you lose? I try and recreate the deck myself, and this is what we have tried to do today. I love how it says can't attack, but it's attacking. God, it's so good. Is this deck a meme or an actual thing? We killed somebody on turn 3, so I don't know. It's obviously powerful. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video on the channel. We are playing some Pioneer today. This is an A plus B deck. A is Medomai the Ageless. So Medomai says it's a 4/4 flyer for 4 blue and a white. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, take an extra turn. That seems pretty powerful. There's got to be a downside here, Doomweek, isn't there? Medomai the Ageless can't attack during extra turns. So the joke with this card is you can cheat it into play under normal circumstances with, say, a reanimation spell, but it can't attack during the extra turn. So you have to attack with it, take the turn, can't attack that turn, then you pass back to them, and you take a turn every other turn, basically. But what if I told you there was a way to circumvent that? So we have a card here from Murders of Karlov Mana that is Lazav, Weaver of Faces. So it's a weird card. It's blue and a black for a 2/3. Whenever Lazav attacks, you exile a card from a graveyard, then investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, you may have Lazav become a copy of a creature card exiled with it until end of turn. So if you can put Medomai the Ageless into the graveyard, then attack with Lazav, Weaver of Faces, exile the Medomai. What happens is you generate the clue after attacks before blockers are declared. You then sacrifice the clue before blockers, Lazav becomes a copy of Medomai, trigger, take an extra turn. Now, normally, Medomai is balanced around the fact that it can't attack during those extra turns. But what if I told you you were not going to have an actual Medomai in play when you go to untap and when you go to declare attacks, because Lazav only becomes a copy of Medomai until the end of turn. Therefore, at the end step, Lazav goes back to just doing his normal shapeshifter detective vibes, and when you untap, you now have a Lazav in play, and rinse repeat. You just go attack, exile a card from a graveyard, before blocks, pop the clue, make a Medomai, so on and so forth. So that's kind of the goal that we are trying to achieve here. Now, there are a couple of ways to get Medomai into the graveyard. First and foremost, we have Ledger Shredder, very powerful card. When you cast multiple spells in a turn, you can connive, which allows you to draw and discard, get Medomai into the graveyard, so on and so forth. Another enabler for the combo is Likeness Looter. Tap, discard a card, draw a card, discard a card. Again, you can make it a copy of Medomai, but the biggest issue with that is it doesn't stop becoming a Medomai. Likeness Looter just specifically says becomes a copy of target creature card, period. So that, unfortunately, doesn't work quite as good as the Lazav stuff. Now, the other way that we have to bin Medomai, and one of my favorite cards in this deck, honestly, is Lively Dirge. So what's really cool about Lively Dirge is it not only can search your library for Medomai and put it into the graveyard, but you can also return Lazav from the graveyard to the battlefield. So if you mill over a Lazav with, say, consider Otherworldly Gaze, Ledger Shredder, or they kill your Lazav, then you can just get it back with Lively Dirge, and while also searching for the Medomai. So it kind of serves like a double combo piece there. And then we have Fatal Push, Thoughtseize. These are, the best interaction in Black and Pioneer and the most efficient, and if you're playing Black, you should probably be playing 4 copies of each of these. Lastly, we have 4 copies of Consider, just, again, more filtering, putting cards in the graveyard. You want to just find Medomai as quickly as possible. We have Otherworldly Gaze and 1 copy of Secrets of the Key. Probably should be the 4th Otherworldly Gaze. I'm not quite sure what the theory... I added a Secrets of the Key, right at the last minute before we started the league. I don't really know what I was thinking, so this should probably just be the 4th Otherworldly Gaze. I think it's something where you get an extra clue for Lazav, but you probably don't need that. So yeah, 4th copy of Otherworldly Gaze. Pretend that Secrets is the 4th Otherworldly. Now, the last card in this deck list may surprise some people. So we have 2 copies of Sire of Insanity. Now, remember, with your combo with Lazav and Likeness Looter, you kind of want some sort of redundancy on having those large creatures. And with only 4 Medomai, I think your deck is maybe a little too inconsistent. So I wanted to try and play one more kind of big top-end creature that would be good to copy. Now, Sire of Insanity is a little bit strange with Lazav because you have to make it a copy on your turn ideally, because you want the Sire of Insanity end of turn trigger, because it says at the beginning of each end step, each player discards their hand. So you go Lazav, attack, exile the Sire, make a copy of the Sire, and then go to your end step, they discard their hand. Ideally, Sire of Insanity, the matchups where it's good in, your opponents likely don't have blockers anyways, because the weird part is you have to attack with Lazav and then have it survive combat to go to the end phase to actually get the Sire trigger. So if they have something like some Death Touch creature, a Preacher, or a Shieldred, or just some large creature that can trade with Sire, it's not that good because you're forced to attack with it to get the Lazav trigger, at least the initial one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck list. Just, a lot of ways to discard cards, ways to copy creature cards from your graveyard, and I think it ended up being a little bit better than I expected. One thing I will mention about the Lazav combo is you do need cards in the graveyard to continuously get the clues that you need to keep activating Lazav, because it says exile target card from a graveyard, then investigate. So if there are no target cards in the graveyard, you don't actually get the clue. So you need to make sure that when you're, setting up the combo is maybe the easy part rather, but actually making sure you have enough food to fuel the Lazav to keep taking those extra turns. You need to make sure that there's cards in the graveyard, which there are Surveil lands. That's another cool thing about this deck, is you can just turn one, Surveil, put a Medomai into the graveyard. Maybe it doesn't happen that often, but it could, and that's very cool. A lot of blue-black lands. There's an Ipni Rivulet, which has some utility. You can sacrifice it to have target player mill 4 cards. Most of the time, you probably want to target yourself. One other thing I want to mention real quickly is just that Thoughtseize. Don't forget that Thoughtseize can target either player. So, and you may see this in the league, Thoughtseize can target yourself and be a discard outlet for Medomai. Now, maybe that's not the most efficient way to do it. Well, I mean, it is pretty efficient. It costs 1 mana, but you're down 2 cards in the exchange. So that is pretty much it for the main deck. The sideboard has Torpor Orb for Amalia. I think that matchup is kind of a little rough. Leyline of the Void for Phoenix and other graveyard strategies. Brazen Borrower, I thought about this just to bounce permanent hate pieces, like bounce their Leylines or Rest in Pieces, and then try to go off from there. And then some additional threats in the form of Shieldred and Chromho Seed Shark when your opponent has a lot of graveyard hate, and then blot out for the Sorin Vein Ripper decks. That's pretty much it for the deck list. I hope you guys enjoy. I think you guys are really going to like this video. So, without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I think we're on the same page. I'm on page 2. I don't know about you, chap. Okay. Good enough. Lively Dirge, huh? There are some weird-ass songs in this playlist. All right, we have a Lotus Field Gamer.
Bruh.
Okay, well, noted. Actually, I should probably play the Looter first. They really want me to have this Lively Dirge card, huh? This hand we win on turn 6. Yeah, I don't think we're getting a turn 6. I'm not going to lie. I don't think we're going to be alive on turn 6. Okay, hold. See ya. So, the only way that we can set up for lethal next turn is if we consider into exactly Lazav this turn. Now, I know it is better to go Shredder into Consider to look at more cards, but I don't think I'm getting 2 more turns. So I think I'm going to just Consider and try to find Lazav. Okay, unfortunate. Unfortunate. I think that line was correct, but... yeah, I guess Upkeep Otherworldly is probably good. Because we're not going to cast Dirge, are we? No, because we need 5 mana to tutor forward Lazav and put it into play. Oh, are we just dead this turn? I guess we might be. Perhaps we are dead this turn. That would be unfortunate. So if I Dirge Lazav into the graveyard, then the turn after I have 4 mana. Oh, 4 mana is exactly enough. Looter, copy Lazav, attack, exile mana. So how does that work, by the way? How does that work? If I Looter to copy Lazav, and then with my copied Lazav, I exile Medomai, at the end of turn, it becomes a Likeness Looter. But is the Medomai still exiled under that specific card for the next turn if I make it another Lazav? I don't know if that works. It works? Are you sure? This is the conversations that we have on twitch.tv/doomwake, I guess. Let's say yes and see. Oh, well. Okay, well, we found Lazav, so we can just Thoughtseize them. Now, here's the issue. They have a blocker. I don't like blockers. Do I care about Omniscience? Guess I do. So we have to find a Fatal Push. I don't know why I'm attacking. Do they know they have a blocker? Well, we're going to find out. Okay, Fatal Push acquired. Chat, we can do it. I think. Yes, we can do it. All right, just draw a blank, please. Please draw a blank one time. Draw a blank, please. Please draw a blank. Brick, 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 brick. Reach. Yeah, we have push, though, so. Didge, 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 didge. Should have taken strings. Why? I guess the strings is more of an immediate issue than the Omniscience, because they don't have mana for next turn. Yeah, you're probably right about that. You're probably right. Put up the record for us. Oh, right. I forgot to change my, hold on. Okay, well, if I die, that's my fault. I should have taken the strings, you're right. That was really bad. I don't know why I did that. Alright, well, we died. I should have won this game. God damn it. Why did I take the Omniscience? I don't even know, dude. I don't know why I took the Omniscience. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We got game 2. We'll be okay. We should have won that game. 100% should have won that game. No sideboard, deck's perfect. Actually, I'm gonna cut 2 push for 2 borrower. Like, they kind of do the same thing when you're removing a grazer for the lethal turn. And push, or borrower has more applications at, like, bouncing Omniscience and stuff. It's okay. We got game 2. Don't worry. Do not worry. Everything is fine. Not with this hand, though. Okay. Put back the 3rd looter. I think lane line is too narrow. Lazav me. Lazav me. I mean, this also beats them, right? They can't beat Sire of Insanity. Now, we don't have mana for looter, but it is Funky Mo, yeah. We got absolutely obliterated by our opponent yesterday, and I wanted to try and build their deck. I had to recreate their deck from the ground up. I'm doing my best. Vizier. Okay, maybe a push target. Although we can't turn on Revolt. We've discussed that this does work, right? Because we can dirge... Oh, we don't know if it works. There's only one way to find out, though, right? Hey, we're gonna try it, right? There's only one way to find out if this works. We are here to learn. Alright, go. Please don't kill me. They will certainly not kill me. I really want to know if it works. Never wouldn't work. It's gotta be like a layers thing, right? Well, they're just gonna kill us anyways, so... Resident Sleeper. Valkyrie Harbinger. Alright. Good game. Hard. Valkyrie Harbinger. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 or more life this turn, make a 4/4 angel. That can't be better than Sire, right? Okay, well, I should have won game 1, so we should have went to game 3, but I would have had to play game 3 on the draw. Potential turn 3 kill. Question is, do we sewers or... No, we definitely sewers here. I was going to say grave secrets, but if this was otherworldly gaze, I might gaze on turn 1, but I'm not going to secrets. I'd rather just do this and try to spike a big creature. Okay, we go top. Next turn, Thoughtseize otherworldly. Turn 3, push Lazav, I think. Cavern of Souls. Oh, humans has nothing for me, right? They also don't have flyers. Cathar. Well, they can't cast it on turn 2. If I mill a Medomai, they're dead next turn. I guess they could Thalia. Thalia's the only thing that could cast this turn, or draw one. Oh, true, we have Thoughtseize. So I was going to upkeep, but I guess it's the same exact thing to just take a draw step first. Because if it's the top card of my library, I just go Thoughtseize myself, play land, attack, exile it. Okay, they did play Thalia. Rude. It's okay, we just push Thalia, or push Thoughtseize, I think. Because I want to do a check for Brutal Cathar or Skyclave. Moto is so laggy. What the hell? What was that? We actually don't care about this because we have 4 mana to go Gaze plus Clue. So I think I just take this. I know they can't cast it, but I just don't think I care about this. So now I don't have the Thoughtseize, which means I guess I should Gaze upkeep, no attack. I want to hold back for this. I just don't need the trade damage. If my plan is to infinite turns them, why am I trading damage? Like if I kill them, it's just going to be a one-shot, you know. All right, Medomai. Fuck. Gross. I guess we keep the push. We keep the push because then next turn I can push on my turn, upkeep flashback and still have 2 mana. So it like kind of accomplishes double duty, where I get to kill the Thalia and also still cast the Gaze upkeep. With attack, you could exile Thalia. Oh, right. Okay. I guess that was probably a good reason to attack. Yeah. I forgot I could target their shit. Yeah, the Clue 2, I guess. So they have these 2 in hand. That is a good point. I mean, the card I want to push is Thalia, right? It's the only card I care about right now. What's up, Daniel? How you doing today? Adeline. Yep. Adeline. All right, we get 3 more looks at Medomai. Medomai, be please. Come on, one time. Please, Medomai. 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 Shit. Go, I guess? We're kind of just dead, though, because they have the Vanguard. We had a lot of looks at it. Well, maybe not a lot, but a good amount of looks. I don't think we're dead on board. Now we probably are. 5, yeah, dead. Alright, you win. You win. Mono white, huh? I mean, again, they just don't really have much meaningful... Well, they're going to post-board bring in Rest in Peace, I guess. So we should bring in these. Probably don't want the Sires against them. I could consider bringing in, like, Shieldred Chromos Seed Shark, but it's not even clear that that stuff is fast enough against them. Like, if they have one of their good draws, it's like, do they even care about either of these cards? Probably not. So I think we just have the Borrowers to deal with Rest in Peace, and then just kind of play through the rest of it. We had a good amount of looks that game. Like, we looked at the top, 18 cards of our library without a Medomai. Like, I feel like most of the time we're favored to get there. Shelly or Shark over the secrets. I could buy that. I'll buy that. It looks sketchy as hell on Moto, but... The best part to me is that when it's in your deck, it just looks like a normal card. Like, there's no extended border or whatever. So they really messed up with that one. I don't really understand what happened. I'm gonna ship this. Don't exactly want it in my opening hand. But I probably should keep it in case I find a looter. What if I did this? It looks weird, but... And then we can Otherworldly on turn 1 to try and find the looter. Instead of Consider. Because I really just only want to find the looter next turn. Well, okay. We have located the Medomais in the graveyard. At least I'm not drawing those. Looter me. I'll take a Lazav. Lazav? One time? Any Lazavs? Almost. Alright, go. Your turn. Thank you for the 4 months. I think the stream you're looking for is elsewhere. Anyway, we could play this in Modern with an Asmo package. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot easier to kill a 2-mana 2/3 in Modern. It's probably not where you'd want to be. Just give me a Lazav, please. Lazav me. Okay, well, now I need to land. So I guess we shock. Otherworldly, take 6, go to 8. Yeah, maybe we're dead, right? Just dead. Especially if they have a Lord here, which they almost certainly do. Alright. We're trying, okay? We're trying. Let's keep going. I'm not going to drop this league, because I just want to play more games with this deck. The other part, to me, that kind of scares me, is that you can't actually combo, but you need a battle phase. So the big issue to me is, like, if you top deck the Lazav on turn 4, you can't insta-kill. You have to wait a turn. That also seems like a problem, too. Again, not exactly sure how you go about fixing that, but... Couldn't think of this anymore. Well, then. You know what's really funny about this? I can actually win if they go off on turn 3. Oh my god, can you imagine? Oh no, because they just kill my Lazav, right? I have to play Lazav on 2? Fuck, they just kill my Lazav. Never mind. I lied. Ooh, that's good news. Alright, please just have nothing. Please have nothing. Please have nothing! Chat, I need you to spam hold. 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 Let me do the thing. Let me do the thing. Okay, hold. I'm going to cast Thoughtseize. I'm going to target myself. I would like to target myself, please. You can see the rest of the cards in my hand. I enter the battle phase. And by battle phase, I mean combat phase. What Amalia deck goes turn 3 pass. One's played by Nomadic. Before blocks, I have an effect. I have an effect before blocks. Have we done the thing? I believe we have done the thing. Oh, man. I could copy Sire to troll them. The thing has been done. Our Amalia opponent is in absolute shambles right now. Absolute shambles. Make sure not to misclick. I love how it says can't attack, but it's attacking. God, it's so good. Yeah, you have to be able to fuel the graveyard. Alright, it's all worth it now. Even if we lose every other match for the rest of our life with this deck, it's all worth it. Is this deck a meme or an actual thing? I don't know. We killed somebody on turn 3, so I don't know. It's obviously powerful. Have I queued this season yet? No, I'm playing at RSQ this weekend. And by weekend, I mean tomorrow. I'm playing this Super Qualifier with Phoenix today, and I'm playing an RCQ with Phoenix tomorrow. Orb me, please. What is bad against Amalia? Let's get the secrets out of here, and maybe a couple shredders. How good is Sire against Amalia? Probably not super great. Let's try cutting the Sires. Even if you get Sire on turn 3, it's like, I don't know. They have the issue with Sire against them is if they have stuff in play and they top deck return, it's kind of awkward. Where's our Knights? We cut them for Orbs, which I think makes sense, but maybe it doesn't. Orb is a little suspicious against lifelink creatures because if they have Walker plus Amalia and a lifelink creature, they can just attack and then do the thing. I think I'm going to go Thoughtseize into Orb here. If I take this, can they not win? I do find that quite funny. It's like, well, no, I was gonna say if they combo you can beat their like 70 life total, but it's pretty difficult since the combo removes your Lazav from the battlefield, so it's probably difficult to do that. I mean, they have Besager for the first one, but we drew the second Orb, so we got that covered. It's gonna go Surveil Land plus Orb. I would like to buy time. I just need time. That's all I need. Yeah, now they don't even want to Besieger the first one, because it just doesn't matter since I have 2. Okay, Aether Flux is whatever. So we play Lazav this turn. Next turn, Dirge for the win. If they can't kill the Lazav. Hold, please. Hold, please. Lunarch Veteran. That's fine. We should have 1 mana confluence so we can cast our big creatures if we have to. I guess they do share a color with what we're playing, right? Blue, white, and black, red. It could be worth it. Maybe even 2. I don't have enough mana to Thoughtseize, right? Because this is 3 for the Entomb plus 2 for the Lazav. So we just have to YOLO. If I'm YOLOing, we just graveyard these to find a second Lazav, maybe. Torpor Orb is in Standard? It is. Which also means that it's in Pioneer. Alright, I would like to Entomb. 3 mana Entomb, by the way. I get Medomai the Ageless. I'm going to go to combat. I will target Medomai. I sacrifice Clue before blocks. Dude, this is so dope. Are you dead? You look pretty dead to me. I'll take an extra turn. I would like 1 extra turn, please. I'll go to combat. I will target your Amalia. Ooh, that was actually a mistake. If they had Takaduma, they could have countered the Lazav ability. I think, right? Is that how that works? Then investigate. So if they remove the target of Lazav, do I still get the clue? It's 4 to Takaduma. Oh, sure. I guess they would need 4 mana anyways. They're connected. Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. Bruv, you could concede the game at any time. Can we get a 104.3 check? Title wrong. Oh, yeah. Damn, dude. Oh, boy. Obviously can't say anything yet, but... oh, baby. Some spicy ones. Alright, what do we got? I guess we keep this. Unless I get really drunk. But that won't happen. Alright, Thoughtseize you. Phoenix up, Sleight of Hand. I'll take your opt. Spire Bluff Canal. Ooh. I mean, they're probably just going to kill it, but... if they don't have a removal spell, we can maybe kill them next turn. We have to get very lucky and consider, Medomai into the graveyard. Chat's just going to keep guessing here. No. Not going to happen. It's kind of fucked up. Okay. Not the worst. Okay, consider me. Got a little loot. Discard Fatal Push. Although I guess they might have... maybe discarding Push is bad. They might have a Shredder in hand still. Someone DoorDash him some beer. It's going to take a lot more than that, alright? I'll just say that. Drew a Thoughtseize. Let's do a check for Cruise. Cruise check and or Pierce check. If you Pierce, I will pay. Okay, so their hand sucks. Let's go... we should probably save Lively Dirge. Because if we draw land... if we draw land, we can kick it. Land lets us get the Lazav back and tutor the Medomai, as opposed to just tutoring the Medomai. Let's just wait. We got time. I thought about firing off the Thoughtseize, but what's the point? Because if I draw land, I have to discard the land and keep the Dirge in hand, right? So there's, like, not a good reason to do that, I think. Because my best outcome next turn is just untap land plus Dirge. Which looting does not really help me get to that, you know? Does that change things? So I could graveyard this and then reanimate the looter and the Lazav and just hope that I can find Medomai off of the looter. Because this gets back 2 things, right? That's probably better than waiting on the Dirge. Yeah, I like that better. So we'll do this. I think I like this better. You didn't draw Pierce, did you? That'd be kind of rude. Okay, that's kind of sick. So now we can either find Dirge or Medomai next turn, and we get a bunch of looks at it with the looter. Oh, well, that also works. They knew our top card. They bobbled us. All right, Phoenix. Leyline me? They clearly bobbled us. Shelly is probably good against Phoenix too, right? Sire of Insanity has to be ass against them. Secrets out. I really don't like Thoughtseize against them. Kind of want to do something like this. Play Seed Shark over the seas as like additional threats. Okay, I'll buy that. There's no way I can keep this. They're just gonna kill this and I'm gonna be 5 lands and a Medomai. Like, I actually think this hand's just better. I mean, we need to find lands, but this hand has a lot of good cards. Land acquired. Did not have to sweat at all. No sweats required. What's up, Snack Bar? DImir with no buffs. What have you done? Consider. I'll top that. I think we looter first. It's highest upside. Was Gaze better to keep? Better to keep than what? I want to keep the Medomai in hand because we have 2 ways to loot it. The Shredder and the looter. So even if they kill the looter and we draw... I guess we do really want to find a 1-mana card. Because then the 1-mana card lets us go Shredder, Spell, discard Medomai. Maybe I could have kept the Gaze over the Seed Shark? Maybe. Oh, you're saying then consider? Maybe? It's interesting. I guess it finds more lands than consider does. Well, okay, we have enough lands. I'm good on lands, okay? You don't need to keep giving me lands. I got enough of those. I've gone from keeping a one-lander to being flooded. That is the situation we find ourselves in right now. No, but somebody in chat did suggest playing a Mana Confluence, which I don't hate. If I cast this, they're just going to kill it, right? Maybe that's fine. If they can't kill it, it's really good, because it prevents them from casting 2 spells. I'm just going to hope they can't kill it. This might be a bit of a bad play, though. Yeah, you could maybe play a Mana Confluence over one of the Underground Rivers. Kind of accomplishes the same thing, but it's like, gives you some sort of way to hardcast your large creatures. It's probably worth it. I mean, I'm going to play her on Dispute. I think we can afford to. They only have 2 cards in hand. Okay. Kind of surprised they're not saving that for their turn. I guess they're choked on mana a little bit. They put a card on bottom. Put a card on top. That's bad. That is not good. Is that the 3rd axe? What is the 3rd axe? So many axes. It's a lot. That is the best draw on the deck. Easily the best draw on the deck. I don't think... Yeah, we can't play around Pierce. They have Pierce, they have Pierce. Okay, go. Jesus Christ. Now they draw Treasure Cruise, watch. Get the card on top. You didn't draw Cruise, did you? Come on, man. But they kept the card on top and didn't cast Cruise? What? It's your first time? Is this your first time, kid? Alright, I need another Lively Dirge. It's basically the same thing. Exact same thing. Okay, game 3. It's wild how the Phoenix deck draws perfect every single game, hits every single land drop, and, you know, finds every card they need at every stage of the game. Wow. I feel like I've been doing this for a long time. I keep. Leyline you. See how excited I am at Leyline them? Spam clicking it. That's how excited I am. What's the record? It is in the bottom left. We are 1-2. We beat Amalia. Your turn. Should have played this first, I guess. Doesn't really matter, though. Oh, God. The Super Qualifier started. Can I finish this match first? I'm going to try. I'm going to try to finish this match first. Yeah, it is. It is. Come Come on, Pokemeister. All right. I would like to bin a Lazav, please. Or a Medomai, rather. No, I said the wrong word. I am going to top that, though. Attack. Question is, do I play the Shredder this turn? I think I do. It just kind of makes them, like, answer more stuff. It's really bad if they have anger, I guess. Alright, they don't have anger. Good to know. They also do not have lands. Alright, Medomai off of this, please. Not quite. So we go to combat. See if they kill the Lazav. If they do kill Lazav, we just play another one. Okay, that's fine. Cast this. Your turn. Shredder. So I could theoretically go for the kill this turn. But if I, you know what I mean? If I consider in Brick, then I have to cast the push, and that gives them a card. Which I don't want to do. I'll top that. Target Shredder. Maybe I should have gazed first. Maybe that would have been better. Profs. Profs Enjoyer. I mean, it's good, but I need more mana. I mean, I guess I'm gonna top it. Okay. Draw for turn. I cast Entomb. Entomb me. Alright, I've been pierced. I've been pierced. Target, I guess this. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Alright, otherworldly. Medomai, please. Nope. Nope. Combat. I'm wasting a lot of time here. I feel like I'm going to time out of the super at this rate. I'm like down 4 minutes right now. Jesus. Alright, pop a clue. I'm just trying to get this game over with. No. What if I made a copy of my Lazav? So we can upkeep Gaze and try to find Medomai. Alright, upkeep. I'll find it eventually. Negate. Okay. How about this one? Can I have this one? No. Okay. Good thing Lazav solos, huh? It's a really... Oh, I should have copied the Chromos Sea Shark. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That is a very valid point, though. Okay. Draw. Fatal Push. I'm going to make it a copy of Shredder. I know I'm missing damage here, but if I draw a 1-mana card, I can loot. Did not find a 1-mana card. Yeah, I did miss a point of damage this way, but it's fine. I really just want to finish this match before I start the super. Okay, they played a pathway. Surely they're dead, right? My turn. Did we do it? Have we done the thing? Miss a clue too? Yeah, I guess it's only good if I draw specifically a, it has to be a 1-mana spell. Alright, you get a removal spell left over? Attack. Target Medomai. I pop clue. Are they off it? Alright, let's go. This hand does do it. This hand really does it. Yeah, I will have you know that this deck so far in this league has beat Amalia and Phoenix. And we lost to Lotus. What else did we lose to? Have you figured it out yet, Jarvis? Did we have an aware moment for Jarvis? Oh yeah, we lost to humans. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to say 2 words. Lazav, Medomai. There. That's all you need to know. Mono green. Thankfully they're not playing Karn the Great Creator. I think I just take this. I can't really break up their hand otherwise. I guess I could have taken Haven and then Thoughtseize the other Haven, but I want to play Lazav next turn. Okay, and if we otherworldly into Medomai, they die. Otherwise, we have to kill them on turn 4, but we can kill them on turn 3. We had a turn 3 kill against Amalia. You tweeted about 3 mono green decks in the 5Os today. Fire Shoes, this is all your fault. Although I'm not that unhappy about playing in this matchup. Oh, I've located a problem where... So if I go for Otherworldly Gaze, I don't have mana to cast Dirge. So we can YOLO, or we can just guarantee the kill next turn. The issue with guaranteeing the kill next turn is we have to tap out and can't cast Thoughtseize. So what happens if they just deploy a Cavalier of Thorns? I can't beat that card. I wish that I could go like Thoughtseize plus Dirge, but I can't do that. I think I'm just going to cast the Dirge, though. This is one of those spots where I wish that I could, like, look at the top of my library to see what was on there. And the righteous side. I guess I might as well exile this. Yeah. There's no reason to exile the Medomai now, because I can just get it next turn. Alright, no reach blocker, please. I'm gonna need you to not deploy a blocker that has reach. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay. That does not have reach. We're still on board. Everything is fine. Also fine. Okay, I think they died. I think they might have died. Did they play a 3-mana reach creature? Troll doesn't have reach, right? I don't think it does. Oh, Polychronos? Yeah, Polychronos does have reach. So Polyk is the only card that they could have here. Outcaster Trailblazer does not have reach. At least I think it doesn't. I had to double check to make sure. They put reach on anything these days. Lord only knows. That's the funny thing to do, but I'll just kill them. I will simply just kill them. All right, here we go. I demonstrate a loop. I demonstrate a loop. Yes. The sneaky reach. Yeah. They always get you with the reach, you know? I attack. I sacrifice a clue. Kind of sick. Yeah, I mean, the combo is really cool. My issue is that it feels like it's not as consistent as I want it to be. But I don't know how to make it more consistent. Like, probably just more cantrips, I guess. Alright, I'll take another turn. Might as well go again. I guess we'll go again. The one issue, it shouldn't be that much of an issue, but you do need to have enough fodder in the graveyard to take a bunch of turns. Because if there's no cards in the graveyard, then Lazav won't trigger to get a clue. But I guess you could just have other leftover clues. Yeah, same thing. That's where I got the list from, honestly. I played against a person yesterday who had these exact cards, but they also had Archfiend Alteration. I think the Archfiend Alteration stuff is not super great, so I decided to cut that. But you could play that as well. I don't know why I'm casting this. I was thinking I could double spell, but I need mana for the Lazav, so I can't double spell. Just gonna make me do it out, huh? I will, in fact, execute my combo. Oh, I could have cast the Consider before damage. That's fine. I don't mind taking extra turns. If you insist. This is basically just as good as Time Vault plus Voltaiki, right? It's the same thing. It's like Corporate needs you to find the difference between these two pictures, and it's a picture of Medomai and Time Vault. Alright, game 2. Mono green, huh? So what do they really have that I care about? I guess large reach creatures. So perhaps Borrower and Blotout are good. Kind of makes sense. Secrets is kind of mid. I think maybe I don't want to do the Sire stuff against them, especially on the draw. So we cut the Sires. And maybe trim a Dirge because it's slow. Actually, maybe trim a Looter for that reason. Because, like, they're not going to kill my Lazavs, but this is more consistent at setting up the combo. Who do we want the Sire stuff against? I don't know. I mean, it would have been good against Lotus Field. It's good against Control. I'm sure there is a matchup for Sire of Insanity, but we haven't found it yet. Secret should probably just be a 4th gaze. Yeah, probably. I think that makes sense. Ding, 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 ding. Old Growth Troll. Alright, troll me. They have 4 mana next turn. Alright, well, I'm gonna do the thing. Did you draw a reach creature? I sure hope you didn't. No decks. Probably gets a lot better against grindy matchups if we have mana confluence. Oh, because we can just hardcast it? Yeah, maybe. Alright, did they find Paul? Oh, we have Paul beat because we can just bounce it with Borrower. So yeah, we just beat Paul. I'm gonna shock the player on, like, if they have, whatever that card's called. If they have Charm and just didn't cast it for some reason. Take me out. Okay, now that they've seen how it works, do you think they're going to concede? Or do you think they're gonna make me play it out again? All right, I'll be here all day, Alfonso. I will be here all day. I got time, don't worry. I got time. All right, backup Medomai just in case. Just in case. Which one do we copy? Unclear. I'm going to target my own stuff, just in case they have some weird way to, like, I don't know, remove cards from their graveyard or something. I don't know what they could have. The believers stay winning. I mean, Alfonso, you know what's going to happen. It's the same thing as game one. I love the people that just, like, stay here just in case you misclick. You never know, right? You never know. What if I misclick? The loops. I choose Medomai. Bet they want to see the combo. Oh, true. Yeah, maybe they would like to see me execute the combo. You know what's beautiful about the combo, too, is that you draw an extra card, so it's like you're beating them, but you're like really beating them, you know? It's like just in case they ever thought they might have a way back out, it's like even if they somehow get a turn, you have like 40 cards in your hand, so. All right, easy dubs. 3 deuce. 3-2. Man, that was sick, huh? Medomai combo. First draft, 3-2. Above average. Not bad. Not perfect, but, you know, we take those. Folks of the YouTube, if you are watching this, thank you for sticking out through the whole video. That was a lot of fun. We got to do the combo a couple of times. I mean, we killed somebody on turn 3, so there definitely is potentially something here with the Medomai Lazav shell. I'm not really sure exactly where to go from this spot. I know we thought about Whale of the Forgotten, and this should probably just be the 4th Otherworldly Gaze. But yeah, this deck actually felt pretty powerful. Now, that being said, we didn't play against a lot of graveyard hate, so that probably has something to do with it. But yeah, I don't know. There is potentially something with this shell. So if you are watching on YouTube, please remember to like, subscribe, let me know what you thought down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube.